Hello, I'm joined here today by Mr. Hamid Rashid Al Zayani, Chairman of Midal Cables. Welcome to CRU World Aluminum Summit. As a major wire and cable producer in the Middle East, how do you see the demand prospects in the region, particularly in the Middle East and in the wider world? And how is Midal is positioning itself for that demand growth?
There's two-speed Middle East. Some countries, and probably now that 3/4 of them are stable and growing economies, such as the GCC, Egypt, and some countries are on the way. I'm very pleased to see Iraq recovering very well, and we're seeing great improvement. We're looking forward for a prosperous Syria and prosperous Libya. Countries like Morocco is doing extremely well, and others are on the way. So in all the countries that the first development to happen is the electrification, and the demand for electricity is on the rise. So the market is fairly strong, and as said, 75% of the Middle East countries are stable. This makes things somehow sustainable.
And in light of, in a more global context, in light of the rising uncertainty with regard to trade tariffs and trade flows globally, and potentially as well, the risk that actually comes in from that, how is a company like Midal and the wire and cable sector position itself to navigate this global uncertainty?
Well, I'd like to say that the trade barriers in Europe is a lot higher than what America. So it's not something new that we see. It's just certain countries are seeing it for the first time when they see it coming to America. America is still one of the lowest trade barriers market, even after the new push. Still, I think Europe has to learn a lot about dropping barriers. China is a closed market for imports. India is a closed market for import. So only now that people have been enjoying the freedom of America, and when they introduce the 10%, everybody is screaming.
Okay. And basically in the world of decarbonization, or again, this is the other transformation in the global, let's say, industry or the global trade. How is the Midal and the wire and cable industry in the region in the Middle East is positioning itself again with regard contributing towards the energy transition and decarbonizing the industry?
Well, you know that most of the Middle East is barren country because we have hot sun.
Yeah.
Therefore, we have another source of energy to come, which will be more important than oil, is using the solar. Already, Midal, we have used every inch of our roofs with solar panels, and we are suggesting scheme to Bahrain government that they take the desert, partial it into solar farms, and sublease it to other people so that we can be totally green countries. And I think Bahrain can be the first country to do it in the Middle East.
Okay. Thank you very much for your insights.
Thank you.